Chances are you've seen this book or this cover around if you haven't already read it yourself. It seems like one of those books that was so hyped and everyone bought it except for me. That always seems to happen. I don't know what it is, but I finally made my way around to it thanks to a very kind neighbor who let me borrow this right after she finished it. I was just walking Bo and she stopped, and of course we started talking about books. I mean, naturally. And she said that she had it, and I said, oh, I've been wanting to read that. And she said, here you go. So basically I need to give this back to her very, very soon, but I wanted to have this little video, a little review video per usual, and let you know if it is in fact worth the hype. And the short answer, I'll just save you a lot of time right now if you don't want the details, is yes. This book is a memoir by Tara Westover, and in case you don't know what this is about, it's basically about her education through when she was a child and into her adulthood, but not in a traditional way that you might be thinking of. Tara was raised in a really close-knit area with a family that was very tight and had a lot of countercultural beliefs and ideas and practices that are so different to the way you and I might view the world that reading about it in a memoir is really mind-blowing and fascinating that a family like that can still exist, and not even that long ago. I always feel like you never know what you're going to get with a memoir as far as writing quality, but I will say that Tara's writing was astoundingly gorgeous. It was just the kind of book that you want to read quickly because it's that good, but you also think it's so good that you don't want to ruin it by reading it too fast. It's like a really hot summer day, and you have that perfect cup of iced tea, like every instinct is telling you to just chug it back, but the smart part of you knows to just take it in slowly, and that's exactly what I tried to do with Educated. The entire theme of this book is really her growth from being a very sheltered individual who believes that the world her father has created is the world that really exists everywhere in the rest of the world, and finding out, getting educated on the facts that that's not true, and a lot of what he said wasn't true, and kind of trying to come to grips with the reality of having a family almost in a different, it's a different world, and a different world from her, and her going out into the real world and trying to grapple between these two identities of herself, like be the person that they wanted her to be or be herself. And it's just really very human. It's very relatable in a lot of ways. It was very difficult for me to read in a lot of segments. I did actually cry a few times, not because of what she was saying, but because of what it brought up for me, like stuff, I'm not going to get into it, but stuff from my past that it's very, it's just relatable. And I think that's a beautiful thing about a memoir, is that it's not that you necessarily had the same exact experience as her, but that you can understand the emotions and the feelings and the revelations from those experiences. Does that make sense? I think that is the mark of a great memoir, one that sits in your soul, makes you think a little bit, challenges you, but also reminds you of something that we all probably go through on one level or another. I thought it was so fantastic and so incredibly worth the hype. Long story short, if you've been thinking about getting this, if you've seen it around, if you've wondered what the big deal is, the answer is the book itself is the big deal, okay? And you should be getting it if you're at all interested in it, of course. And just know that it's a truly fantastic book. It's kind of painful to read at times. A lot of people that I talked to had also a hard time reading it, but for different reasons. Like, to me, the world that she grew up in is not that far. Like, it doesn't, I don't know, I understand it and to a certain extent, but to some people, they just like could not believe that people really lived that way. But it's just really good. I'm afraid I'm gonna like ramble on about this book because there was so much, so I'm just gonna cut it short right here and say 5 stars. Loved it, amazing. I hope you read it. And if you have read it already and you want to talk about it, then please message me somewhere so that we can, you know, have the feelings together. Thanks for watching this quick little review video. I hope you liked it. If you did, give this video a quick thumbs up, drop a comment below, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.